something very special for a birthday, and I thought I would film it and share it with you all because, I don't know, I like watching people cook. I think it's fun. And this is a very special recipe. I have the Felix brownie recipe from Stray Kids. Felix is kind of known for being the brownie boy, so when Kier found this recipe, it was requested that I make it for this weekend. So we're going to see how this goes. It should be very interesting. This recipe is from Felix, and so it's written in Australian, and by that I mean that it's in like grams of flour, and I'm from America. We use cups. So I kind of had to do some math and some guesstimates. So hopefully it turns out okay. I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, so let's do the thing. I need to get another bowl. Also, it says preheat the oven to 180 degrees, which to me really doesn't sound hot. It's probably in Celsius. Hold up. Okay, so 180 degrees Celsius is 356 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not really a setting on my oven. So I just put it to like 350. We're gonna hope for the best. I'm gonna get another bowl. It's fine, everything's fine. We're gonna mix bowl 1 ingredients together, and then we're gonna mix bowl 2 ingredients together and then add them to bowl 1. So let's see what's in bowl 1. 115 grams of melted unsalted butter, which is about half a cup of butter. These are so tiny. Perfect. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. I didn't know that butter could be cute. While that's melting, I'm going to go ahead and get the next ingredient ready, which is 30 grams of cocoa powder, which is about a quarter of a cup of cocoa powder. This cocoa powder is like Fort Knox. Ma'am? Stuffy. Gosh, this smells so good. It smells so good. 100 grams of brown sugar and 100 grams of castor sugar, which, you know, I never thought about using 2 different kinds of sugar in something like this, but apparently you can. Also, I did not know that castor sugar was another name for like granulated white sugar, so I had to look that up. My butter is finally melted. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not, but since it doesn't really say, it's kind of hard to tell. Also my brown sugar. Sugar. We're going to be so wired when we eat these. This is your fault, Felix. I want you to know. Next is a half a teaspoon of vanilla. I did get my vanilla. Let's see if I have a teaspoon measure. I have a quarter teaspoon, so I'll just do 2 of these. You didn't see that. Might have spilled a little bit, but it's fine. Espresso, a teaspoon of espresso. So I don't have espresso. I don't have an espresso maker, so that's not really a thing that I keep in my house. But I do have powdered coffee, instant coffee. I'm sorry, Felix, if this is blasphemy that I'm not using espresso, but This was always something that I enjoyed the most when I was a little kid. My grandma let me crack the eggs for anything that we were making. So generally, pretty good. I don't get chills in anything most of the time. It doesn't specify whether you should use a whisk or something else, a mixer or what, but I like the whisk. Woo, it looks so pretty. We're gonna do bowl 2, which has our flour and baking powder and salt. So once again, we have these like measurements in grams. So again, I hope that my guesstimates are pretty close. We have 100 grams of all-purpose flour and then 20 grams of bread flour. So another note, I didn't know that there was a difference between, like I didn't know they made bread flour. I thought that bread was just made from regular flour and like yeast and stuff. But apparently there's a specific flour that you can use for bread. Who knew? So for my measurements, I have about 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose and then 1/8 of a cup of bread flour, which I'm definitely gonna have to eyeball because why would I have a 1/8 cup measurer? Holy guacamole. Why is the one that's the clumsiest the one who's doing the cooking? I now have this giant thing of bread flour, so I guess I'm gonna have to learn how to make bread now because otherwise what else am I gonna do with all this bread flour? It seems like such a minuscule amount of something for a recipe. Alright, and then the last thing is a pinch of salt. It's very unspecific. This is my salt shaker. It's a Fox. I'm just gonna give it a little sprinkle. Luckily, I have a second whisk. So yeah, we are ready to mix them together. I'm gonna add a little bit of this, mix it. Okay, for real, you all, this batter looks so good, and it smells so amazing. Like, I am so excited to cook these. So, the last ingredient for this is chocolate. Now, this is the part that kind of really tripped me up because it doesn't specify if the chocolate is supposed to be melted or not. I'm assuming that it needs to be melted down. I got baking chips, so I am gonna melt them. It says 150 grams, which is about 5 ounces, which is about half of this bag. Okay, I am so glad that I got all of the ingredients out because when I was putting them away, I realized that I forgot to put the baking powder in. When I add that, the temptation to lick this is so strong. The amount of willpower that I am exerting right now. I'm gonna put this in the bowl. It says to gently fold it in. So at this point, I'm gonna stop using the whisk so that I can fold everything in with the spoon. They seem really rich. How did they know eat so many of these? Looks so good. I can't even. So, the last thing to do is put it in the pan. So this is what it looks like before it goes in the oven. Beautiful, stunning. Wow. And I'm gonna bake them for 20 to 25 minutes. We'll start with 20. Here we go.